What could make Fields of Mistria even better? In this video, I'm going to talk about features that I would like to see added into the game. Since Fields of Mistria is in early access, we can tell them what we want to see in the game, and a lot of these things that I'm going to mention are things that I've seen the community asking for, I've seen my Discord asking for, and I have been asking for. I am loving Fields of Mistria. I love the cozy colors. I love the fact that you can buy things at the shop anytime. I love the magic spells. I love the animals being able to be bred in different colors. I love the overall pacing of the game and more, but I would also love to see certain features added, so that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Starting with the ability to have tools separate from your main inventory. Many games that have farming have included this in recent years. Moonstone Island and Roots of Pacha both have tool wheels that are separate from the inventory, where a game like FiFine has this auto swap kind of option tool thing where you walk up to a rock, it swaps to your pickaxe. You walk up to wood, the tool automatically swaps to your axe. So there are definitely different options out there. I personally prefer the tool wheel option and just having tools separate from your inventory. And Roots of Pacha even takes this one step further by having the seeds be separate from the inventory as well, which is really cool. But I don't think they have to necessarily go that far. Just the tools being separate would help a lot, especially in the early game when you don't have a lot of space in your inventory, and as you gather more and more tools, your inventory is just full of tools and you can barely get anything until you upgrade your backpack. The next thing I would love to see added is having an auto stacking button when transferring items to chests. This button would then stack all the same items over to the chest without having to manually go through and click each item. I'm sure that this is already on the devs' radar, but I just really hope it gets added soon. The next one is the ability to adjust the day length and time. Some farming sims like Coral Island, Fave Farm, Roots of Pacha, and more have added a slider in the setting where you can make the in-game days longer or shorter as you please. This allows players to set the day pace based on their needs, their comfort, and it just allows the player to choose the daily pace that they want, especially if you've been feeling like you need more time or less time and you want to speed the game up for some reason or slow it down. I think this would be a great addition because I have 20 plus hours in the game now and I've just been feeling like the days are speeding by. Another thing that I would love to have added into the game is being able to see the wings of the museum in the UI menu at any time, not just when you're visiting the museum, because that way you can see what you still need for the museum without having to stop in to the museum and take a look. I'm pretty forgetful, and being able to access it right from the menu would be very, very helpful. And Stardew Valley does this similarly with how the community center items and bundles are able to be seen in their menu. Speaking of not having to walk all the way to the museum, I would love for there to be some type of fast travel in the game. Maybe this is something I didn't get to yet. Maybe it's something I've yet to unlock, or maybe it's something they are thinking of adding in. But I hope that's the case because I think that this could be really helpful, especially because I assume that the map is just going to grow larger. And now, speaking of the map, I'd love to be able to hover over the NPCs on the map to see a label of who they are. Roots of Pacha does this really well with their map, and whenever you need to find an NPC, I find that in Fields of Mistria, it's been really hard for me to identify who is who on the map, and I'm just kind of guessing and running over, and I'm like, oh, that's not them. Some people are easier to identify than others, and in addition to that, I would also love for them to add little labels for the buildings on the map, as when I first started the game, I kept being like, is this a museum? Wait, where's the museum? Where's this? Where's that? Where's the general shop? Where's the seed shop? So that would be really helpful if they would add labels for buildings and shops as well. Also, I do want to say thank you so much to Fields of Mistria for sending me your PR package so I can add this little strawberry cow to Strawberry Cow Mountain in the back. Also, I got this adorable little chickie and a mug, so I will definitely be using those during my streams, and I'll have these in my background. So thank you so much. I love, love, love them, and I'm so thankful. So thank you so much for gifting me a key to the game and also giving me this PR package. I really appreciate it, and I absolutely was dying to have this little cow because I love strawberry cows so much, so I'm hoping to get one in the game soon. An option that I always use in Stardew Valley is the ability to adjust the zoom in and out of the game. They have this little plus minus, and you can kind of zoom it in, and you can find that perfect spot. And Fields of Mistria does have this zoom in or out kind of option, but I'd like to see it a little more in depth. I'd like more flexibility with that, basically. I would actually love for it to look similar to Stardew's zoom feature if it could. This is just always nice, and it allows you to see more of your surroundings when you're zoomed out, which is why I like to play that way. It helps you to identify, oh, there's a forageable over there that I didn't see because I was so zoomed in close to my character. So it just helps you identify things that you would not see otherwise. This one isn't a deal breaker for me, but I would like a little more flexibility with it. This next one is quite simple. I would love to have gates for the fences. I haven't seen those in the game yet. I'll put a correction if there are gates in the game. But basically, when you put up fencing in this game, it's just fencing and then you can like hop over the fence. So it's not like you can't get around it. But I do like just having a gate, and I think it gives it a nice little look, and then you can just walk right through it. Addition to this, the fences that you do place down, they have this little gap between the wall of the farm or whatever it is next to. So if you have it against a building, there's this like little gap that I would love for them to fill there because it would just look better visually. Once marriage is actually available in this game, I would love for the spouse to continue to have cutscenes with you, and I would love the ability to deepen your relationship even more. Maybe the hearts can change color as you deepen your relationship and continue to give gifts or go through cutscenes. I know that's a lot to add, but I think that would be really cool. Maybe even continuing the ability to go on dates with your spouse or to complete special quests just for them when you get married. I'd also love for the spouse to be able to help some way with the farm. And then with children, I don't see children on the roadmap yet, but I'm assuming there will be children as an option to have children in this game. I would love for children to be baby to at least a toddler, and I would love for them to also be able to help around the farm. I'd like children to either be customizable or to be born with traits from the spouse that you choose to marry. I just think it's fun and cool, and you might do different playthroughs just to see what the child looks like. I don't know. And another addition to the game that I would love to see, and I saw this suggested on their Steam page, is to be able to play Dragons and Drama or the other games that they're playing at the inn with the characters, to be able to join in. Maybe there's a mini game or something to be able to join in. I think that would be so cool, and it would just be super, super fun. So I really, really hope they add that one. And the last addition that I would love to see in the game is co-op options for multiplayer. I don't have any specific things for this one. I just would love to see multiplayer in Fields of Mistria. I think it would be a super fun way to share a game that I love with more people in my life that I love and that I want to love the game. Overall, there is a lot of potential for this game and how it continues to develop. They're doing an amazing job already. It already has so much good gameplay so far, and I'm absolutely loving the game. I am so happy to be following this game through its early access process and development, and I love seeing so many people enjoying it too. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you in my next YouTube video. Bye!